This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand for the afternoon of December 16th, 2022. I'm Wes Mills. New Orleans-based Sazerac Company has announced plans to once again expand its distilled spirits bottling plant in New Albany. And as Gary Dick reports, it's the third expansion of the facility since opening.
Northwest Ordnance Distilling says it will invest $78 million to increase production. The distiller says the project will include $25 million in building improvements and $53 million in the creation of 4 new processing and bottling lines, bringing the total number of lines to 14. It's the third multi-million-dollar expansion since buying the former General Mills plant in 2018. The company made a $40 million investment in 2020 and another $49 million investment in 2021. Each of the expansion projects resulted in 50 new jobs. The company now employs 350 workers. Economic development officials from One Southern Indiana say the company was approved for about $6 million in tax abatement, which will allow it to phase in its increased real and property taxes over time. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indianapolis-based Make My Move, which offers a platform that helps communities attract remote workers, recently closed on a $2 million investment. The company says the capital raise came from existing angel investors, and the company expects to close on another $500,000 investment by the end of January. Make My Move was founded in 2018 by Angie's List co-founder Bill Osterly and former Angie's List executive Evan Hawk. The company currently employs 20 people and plans to hire as many as 18 more over the next few months. The Indy Chamber has released its 2023 legislative agenda, and it focuses on 5 main issues, ranging from economic health to Hoosier health, and also includes roads, infrastructure, and bridging the talent gap. The organization says Central Indiana has been successful in establishing itself as a top market in the Midwest over the past 5 years. However, it still has multiple hurdles to overcome. The Indy Chamber says the barriers prevent the region and the state as a whole to reach its full economic potential. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.
This is Gary Dick. Each week, Inside Indiana Business brings you the people, places, and policies that shape the Indiana economy. Be connected with Inside Indiana Business Sunday mornings at 8 on the IIB YouTube channel, or check local listings for the show in your area.
An assistant professor in the School of Aviation and Transportation Technology at Purdue says the air cargo logistics industry is seeing a slump despite the busy holiday shopping season. Fajer Karanki says lockdowns from COVID-19 led to an increase in fast delivery through e-commerce, which led to air cargo businesses seeing an increase in revenue. However, he says the script has been flipped this year with a decline in demand for products due to high inflation.
Therefore, we observe a decline in air cargo volumes this holiday season.
Karanki says air cargo volume contracted year over year by nearly 9%. The Indiana Department of Transportation has opened a comment period to seek input from Hoosiers on its draft carbon reduction strategy. INDOT says the CRS supports efforts to reduce CO2 emissions from the transportation sector. The draft document is available for public review and comment through January 15th. The strategy lays out Indiana's proposed action plan for reducing on-road carbon emissions, while also aligning with federal requirements and guidelines stemming from the Infrastructure Investment Jobs Act, which was signed by President Biden in November 2021. The Indiana Broadband Office has designated the city of South Bend as an official broadband-ready community. It's the state's 75th community to earn the broadband-ready designation, which signals to the telecommunication industry that the community is reducing barriers to broadband infrastructure investment. The University of Notre Dame is donating more than 8 tons of surplus food from its 2022 home football season to be repurposed for people in need. Notre Dame says the food is being donated to Cultivate Food Rescue, a nonprofit that will disperse the items to its network of more than 100 organizations in St. Joseph, Elkhart, and Marshall counties. The items include meats, vegetables, starches, and desserts. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.